How many times did a Wall Street analyst say Apple needs to buy, then insert a content company, could come Disney, Time Warner. There was a time when they said Netflix. The list goes on. Apple said no, no, and no. Now, for each one of these services, each one of those suggestions, they are different. Disney is very different than Time Warner, very different from Netflix. What would Apple do with Disney parks and all this other stuff? It far more complicated than it seems. But I think the bigger point that people were trying to make with these suggestions is that Apple needed to buy their way into video. They needed to buy a legacy book of content to get people on platform and to have them stay on platform. And Apple said, nope, that's not our strategy. Their strategy was always quality over quantity. And instead of spending all that money buying legacy IP, which what is what you would be doing, buying access to legacy IP, we're going to spend that money maybe working with the best storytellers out there, forming partnerships and relationships with production companies, getting good looks at new shows, new IP, or even kind of getting access to existing IP that can then be brought into making new shows and new movies. Apple viewed that as a much better source or a much better use of their cash. And